I want you to imagine that you're walking on the deserted sands of Egypt in 1945 and you just trip on this old box in the warm sand and you discover one of the most cryptic and hidden spiritual teachings in the entire world. It's the lost Gospel of Thomas. It's the missing piece of the Bible, which wasn't discovered until about 70 years ago. Now, researchers believe that the lost Gospel of Thomas actually dates back to the 1st century AD, and it contains some of the most powerful teachings that you will ever discover on spiritual enlightenment. And many people believe that it's so powerful that the churches withheld this information from the Bible so the masses would not know the whole truth. So in this video, I will break down the lost Gospel of Thomas, some of the most ancient teachings on spirituality from nearly 2,000 years ago. So one of the first things that really stuck out to me was line 21. Jesus said, "The people of the kingdom will be thrown out into outer darkness. There will be weeping and grinding of teeth." And his disciples said, "When will this happen?" And Jesus replied, "It has already happened, but you didn't notice it." Now, in my opinion, Jesus is saying we've all incarnated as souls who have forgotten ourselves as such. We're trapped in our identity as physical beings. And Jesus said, there will be weeping and grinding of teeth. And that's evident in our world today. If you just look at the sheer levels of depression, addictions, anxiety, mental health issues, we live in a profoundly unwell society where acceptable escapes from all of this suffering are drugs and porn and alcohol, consumerism, entertainment. We've been thrown from this spiritual realm into this kind of insane world, all for the purpose of realizing who we really are again, finding ourselves as soul and our oneness with God. And they asked Jesus, when did that all happen? When were we thrown to this outer darkness? And he said, it's already happened, but you didn't notice. And that perfectly explains the mindless slumber that we're socially conditioned to live under our entire lives. We're spiritual beings trapped in physical bodies. Now that leads perfectly into verse 3 when Jesus says, "If those who lead you say to you, 'See, the kingdom of heaven is in the sky,' then the birds of the sky will precede to you. And if you say it's in the sea, then the fish will precede to you. Rather, the kingdom of heaven is inside of you, and it is outside of you." Now, I love this because it shows that our world of illusions is set up to keep you in the dark. Jesus says that they will tell you the kingdom is in the sky. It's in the sea. It's on social media. It's on television. It's in politics. All this false dopamine and false knowledge from the institutions pushing us to consume all of this crap, this materialistic pursuit, this social validation. And in the absence of our spiritual awareness and in the absence of our personal relationship with God, that is exactly what the world teaches, to seek salvation in illusions. And in this godless life, through all of this vanity and this addiction to dopamine, we are told just, it's okay, stay like that. And it's not until we wake up and we realize why we're here that we see the world for what it is. And it's kind of beautiful if you think about it, right? You chose to come into this lost world, this world full of distractions, false promises, just so you could find your way back to your soul. It's kind of like a cosmic game of hide and seek, right? Like that's really what it is. And that's why Jesus says in verse 4 of the Gospel of Thomas, quote, "When you come to know yourselves, then you will be known, and you will realize that you are children of the living Father. But if you do not come to know yourselves, then you exist in poverty, and you are poverty." And that right there is really why I like to think of the world as this cosmic game of hide and seek. As spiritual beings, we consciously chose to incarnate into these bodies, to forget our true self in order to find ourselves and to find God once again. And that's why in verse 92, Jesus says, "Seek and you will find. In the past, however, I did not tell you the things about which you asked me then. Now I am willing to tell you, but you are not seeking them." What Jesus is saying is that before you came into this world, you knew the truth. You know that we are lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year, to quote the famous rock classic, that we are caught in this illusion. And in verse 2, Jesus says, "Let him who seeks continue seeking until he finds. When he finds, he will become troubled. When he becomes troubled, he will be astonished, and he will rule over the all." Now, that right there is beautiful, because when you really look within, you do actually gotta become troubled, because you realize how much of a dark illusion the prescribed path of the world actually is. But when you become troubled by this demonic nature of the world, and you seek a personal relationship with God, you get on your hands and knees and you seek a personal relationship, you become astonished, because you actually find that the kingdom of heaven is within you the entire time. And that's why in verse 5, Jesus says, "Recognize what is in your sight, and that which is hidden from you will become plain to you. For there is nothing hidden which will not become manifest." You are one with God. The kingdom of heaven is within you. There is nothing that you cannot ask for with sincerity and it will not manifest. Nothing you ask will not manifest. It will all come to pass. It is all waiting for you. The kingdom of God, all of its glory, solving your financial burdens, your depression, your car problems, your health issues, your marital and relationship problems. When you remember who you really are, that you are a divine spiritual being in a physical body, when you remember this and you seek a relationship with the divine, that's when your outer world begins to reflect it, because nothing you ask for will not manifest. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. You're in this world, but you're not of this world. You are of perfect spiritual DNA. You're not your past, you're not your mistakes, you're not your problems, you're not even your body. It's just a rental car for your soul. Look within yourself and remember who you are. Call on God, and that beautiful divine energy will start to permeate every cell of your body and every single cell and atom of your outside world. And it will begin to reflect who you really are. So I just want you to take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out and realize this meat suit that you have that you can touch, it's just a rental car for your soul. You chose to come into this world for a very specific reason. You're a spiritual being in a physical body. Every issue you're having in your life, like maybe you're dealing with depression or some financial issues or health or marital, there's some problems in your life. You chose to have all of these so that that pain would actually push you closer to God. It would push you to look within yourself that the kingdom of heaven is within. So I want you to remember one thing. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. Now, if you enjoyed this video on the Lost Gospel of Thomas and you want to see me break down more of this very powerful and really hidden teachings that a lot of people don't know about, a lot of people don't even know that they found this text, let me know in the comments right there down below by saying I love this video. If you enjoy it, be sure to get my free success hypnosis. It's Jake's Hypnosis. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below, because psychologists tell us that 95% of your life is subconscious, that you have approximately 65,000 thoughts in a day, 95% of them are subconscious. Well, these thoughts have all been programmed by this demonic, unhealthy world. And these thought patterns are controlling your life. Now, you can break free of it, and you can start to program your subconscious mind to reflect your true nature, to reflect the kingdom of heaven, that you're a divine being, that you're worthy of financial freedom, that you're worthy of health, of a loving and healthy relationship, of true love. All of these things, you're worthy of them when you stop identifying with yourself as just your rental car, as just your body. And you can reprogram it. So check out my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind. It's pinned in the comments and in the description right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. If you enjoy this video, smash the like button on it, subscribe, bell notification, and check out my other video on some of the hidden teachings of the Bible. You can click right here to watch it now.